I think we have to start. I would like to greet the family, distinguished guests, my colleagues, our CEO, and I would like to call upon our CEO for now to come and do the opening and welcome, and understand that there's going to be a short video played before she speaks. We can have that video now.
Thank you very much, Mr. as the program director. I will do the opening and the welcoming. A few opening remarks, but before I start, I will allow our chairperson of the Accounting Authority, Mr. Duncan Hindle, to first welcome you, and then I will do a few opening remarks. But before that, I will request all of us just to bow our heads where we are, taking a moment of silence, which I will be able to stop it. For now, let us do a moment of silence, remembering the souls that have departed of our loved ones, remembering the families that are in tears at this point in time, remembering that our colleagues are also in distress, some infected, some affected. Let us just bow heads for a few minutes. Have a moment of silence. Thank you very much to everyone. I will allow first the chairperson to do the welcoming. I will do quick opening remarks. And we have to manage the time as much as we can. Our chairperson, Mr. Duncan Hindle, on behalf of the Accounting Authority, is with us to honor this giant leader, Teboho Moleko.
Thank you very much, CEO, and thanks also to the other SETA staff for allowing us this opportunity to reflect and say farewell to a colleague. My task, everybody, is to welcome everyone, and I have to say I note with some at least appreciation the attendance that continues to rise, but as well over 100 people at this stage that have taken the time to honor our colleague Teboho. My first task, I think, is to welcome the family on this very sad occasion, and perhaps to thank the family for allowing us as the SETA to convene this memorial service. I'm sorry that it is in this format. You would understand, of course, why, but thank you for that. And of course, thank you also for allowing the SETA to enjoy the services of Teboho for the past 5 years. By all reports, a person who put service to people above all else, and perhaps paid the greatest price for that. And to the family, we grieve with you today. Welcome to all the constituency reps that have joined us from universities, from colleges, from the department, I understand, in the Free State, from providers. Colleagues, we really do need to show our appreciation for the work that has been done and our support to the family. So thank you for being with us. The SETA offices do remain closed at the moment. We are trying to deliver whatever operations we can in a best possible way. But in the end, the accounting authority is absolutely clear that the health and welfare of each and every single one of you is our primary concern. And as soon as we can, of course, we'll return to operations. But otherwise, we want to welcome you here and wish you all good health, and please take care. Thank you very much, CEO. Back to you.
Thank you very much to the chairperson of the board. Let me once more greet everyone. As chairperson has welcomed all of us, I just want to say that today we are having this memorial service for Teboho. It is indeed a sad day for all of us. It is indeed a painful day for all of us. And I will not get to the welcoming, but just to say a few words and say, today is the day that we're laying Teboho to rest. But we know that they say, God only takes the best. Everything happens for a reason. If you agree, even if we may not agree, just promise to look after us. And if you can, save us a spot up there for us, Teboho. The thought of never seeing you again brings tears to our eyes. And even more so, because of all of this was such a surprise, was a shock. But we should never question God and question God's plans. Sometimes it's not meant for us to understand. So as we sit here and mourn the loss of our dear sister, our employee, our colleague, our dedicated servant, our beloved friend, we have to keep telling ourselves that we shall meet again. The session is open, Program Director, so that everyone can be able to speak as we are mindful of the time.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, CEO, for those words. As I've been introduced, my name is Mabura Potle. I'm going to be the Program Director for this memorial service. And I would just want to say some few protocols that we need to observe now that we are doing this memorial service in this fashion. Firstly, I would like those that are not speaking just to make sure that you mute your mic so that it doesn't interfere with the speakers as they speak. So if we can have everyone muting their mics except the person who is going to be speaking. And then also that, because sometimes the internet becomes unstable if all the videos are on. So where possible, let's have our video off, unless if you will need to speak at some point, so that we can be able to have a very smooth running session. Also, I also want to introduce my facilitator or program director, Mr. Kucho Mabota, who is going to assist me because, as you know, that we also have the crisis of electricity. I'm actually, where I am, there's no power. I did request that all, please mute your mics, switch off your mics if you're not on the floor. There's still a mic that is still on. Please, let's observe that protocol to switch off or mute your mic I see that there are a lot of mics that are still open and we are hearing some interference. Can somebody please mute their mics? There's a sound coming from one of the user Joe. User Joe, please. User Joe, please switch off your mic. So I was saying that Mr. Kucho Mabota was going to assist me because I don't know electricity. My laptop battery is left with about 30%. So I will be doing the facilitation, but if I get cut off, Mr. Mabota will come in and actually continue with the proceedings. Now that we're gathered in this fashion, in our collective grief, to really mourn the untimely passing of Ms. Teboho Moleko. I have known her for a while, and we had a very good professional working relationship. And on the 4th of January, I did get a message from her, you know, where she was sharing with me the results of her COVID-19 test and showing, indicating to me that she has tested positive. And because I'm also a survivor of COVID, you know, I also tried to, in fact, I did call her, you know, to indicate to her that, look, this is what you need to do, and this is how you need to treat it, and then so on. And but it came really as a shock, you know, to I'm still in shock even now, you know, to have learned that 2 weeks later she will be no more. We have, of course, in our country the pandemic, which is really ravaging communities and tearing apart families, and we will have to really be mindful of that as we do this memorial service, that there are families out there that are suffering and communities that are suffering because of the pandemic, and we really have to take our guard. But I must say that I've known Teboho to be a very professional, somebody who's soft-spoken, and has made the provincial office of the Free State one of the best in our organization, the ETDP SETA. The Free State province was performing at the highest level because of her contribution. And when you go there to actually make a visit, because she reported to me and I had to go and do some few site visits. When you go there, you find a very strong, positive working atmosphere where everyone was on deck doing their work, but she was like a mother to all the colleagues that were working under her. In fact, they refer to her as a Metebo. So we have lost somebody that has really contributed enormously in our organization, and will forever remember her contribution, and she will forever be in our hearts. So I'm going to navigate the program, starting with calling upon, I hope she is ready, from the Premier's office in the Free State, the Director for Skills Development Coordination, Mrs. Fa Kabani. If you can just come in and pay your respects and your tribute. Is Fa there? Is she ready?
Yes, I'm in, Program Director. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can continue. We can hear you. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for coming to support ETDP SETA and the Moleko family to celebrate Teboho's life and share their grief at her passing. I think I have to introduce myself. I'm Spa Kabane. I'm from the Office of the Premier. I'm a Director Skills Development in the Free State. Firstly, let me start by passing our sincere condolences to the Moleko family. To the family, we are deeply sorry for your loss. I want you to know that Teboho will always be in our hearts. Yes, it is painful. She has left us too soon, but God know what he's doing. And I want you, the family, to know that God is still here. God loves you. So keep on praying. I know for sure that you are Christians. God will never leave you alone. This too shall pass. Time heals. I want to talk to the colleagues and friends. I want to say, as colleagues of Teboho, we have learned a lot from Teboho. We all know. Teboho Moleko was a very, very dedicated person, a very hardworking Black woman, a loving person, always encouraging others. She was positive about life, a very strong Black woman indeed. As Free State, we have lost. I think the CEO has already alluded to that. The program director has alluded, Teboho, we have lost. She did wonders in the Free State. She was a mover and a shaker. We are really, really saddened. So as colleagues, I would say, let's learn from her. Let's continue working hard and improve the lives of the people of the Free State, especially the youth of our province and the country at large. I just want to share with you a very short story on how I met Teboho. When Teboho was appointed as the manager of the ETDP SETA, she came to my office. She called my PA, she made an appointment, she came to my office. It was the first time we met. Then when Teboho came into my office, I see this very assertive woman. She came and greeted, and she just went straight to the point. While I was still, saying, where are you from? She said, I'm Teboho Moleko. I'm a newly appointed ETDP SETA manager in the Free State. So I was told to contact you. I said, oh, okay, welcome. Where are you from? She said, I'm from Stegspruit. By the way, I'm also from Stegspruit. So I wanted to ask to talk about Stegspruit. You know what she said to me? I will see. Where do I start with my work? Then I said, okay, I think you should start by joining the Provincial Skills Development Forum. Then she said, who's the chairperson? I said, it's myself. She said, okay, thank you. I want all the documentations of skills development, the frameworks, all documentations that you think they will help me, the minutes of previous meetings. She was just on the move. I must be honest with you, Teboho was something else out of this world. She participated, she advised us as Free State. We have learned so much, we relied on her. She advised us, she gave us direction, she contributed. We really, really have lost somebody. So, Teboho, as we used to call each other, Ausi, your passing came as a shock to all of us. Painful indeed, but we accept that God never makes a mistake. You will be dearly missed. Robalaka khotso mahlakwana. Ya hao tima, we qetile. You have done your share. We are witnesses to that. Rest in peace, my sister, till we meet again. I thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pa, for that wonderful and heartwarming tribute to Teboho. And I can also attest to that because I know that I was getting regular reports on the way Teboho works with her stakeholders in the Free State, and the kind of reports that were coming out even before her passing was that she is actually doing a great job in the Free State, and she has become, a citizen of the Free State and made a quite good contribution there. But also to the family that we remember at this time, for their loss, but it's a loss for all of us as well. Our second speaker is Mr. J.S. Clady from the Department of Education, Free State. He's the Chief Director in the Human Resource Department. Is he there? Or is he ready? Is he there? Mr. Clady? Mr. Clady? Are you in?
Yes, Chair, I'm here.
All right. Thanks. You can take the floor.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm trying to. Can you see me, Chair?
No, we can't see you. If you can just switch on your video so that people can see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
You are trying to. We can only see your name. Okay, but we can't see you.
I struggled a little bit here with the with the sorry. I don't know why it's not picking up now.
Okay, if you can't, then it's okay. You can continue. Thank you.
I would really have loved to. Chair, thank you. I will try in the meantime to connect via the video. Chairperson, thank you very much. Program Director. We are at a crossroads. We are at a loss for words in terms of explaining and fully understanding what is happening around our daily lives. Fear and uncertainty has taken over, and the angels of darkness are hovering all over us. We are helpless, we are speechless. Families and broader community are losing their loved ones at a rate that is not only shocking, but ruthless and merciless. They are losing their anchors and pillars. Our country and the world are at a crossroads. Indeed, these are the worst of times, the era of despair and anger. Our only hope at this hour and day is our Almighty God, the creator of life and our Redeemer, Jesus Christ. In the midst of all that is sad and depressing, we know that our hope and trust is in our Almighty God. Through His Holy Son, He will shepherd us against this monster, this evil spirit called COVID-19. He will shelter and lead us into the world of healing and good health, a world of endless possibilities of hope and joy. God will provide and close the irreparable and big wounds that continue to be inflicted upon so many families, leaving only devastation and hardships. Our God is present today and forever, and He will never forsake nor turn His back against us. Our faith and belief in Jesus Christ must never be shaken. Program Director and ladies and gentlemen, let me acknowledge and recognize the immediate family of Teboho Moleko, the extended Moleko family, her other family called ETDP SETA, led by our CEO, Mrs. Singlesi, all the other important families that Teboho was connected to through blood and other relations, all her friends who are part of this memorial service, my colleagues in the Free State Department of Education, and other education institutions, stakeholders, and government departments. Today, I'm speaking on behalf of our MEC, Dr. Tate Mahwe, our HOD, Advocate Sarolo Malakwane, and all our colleagues in the entire department, both school and office-based. Both MEC and HOD are not able to join our ceremony today because this past weekend, MEC was burying his cousin, brother, and this coming Wednesday, HOD will be burying his elder sister. I don't know where to start if I have to talk about Teboho Moleko, because I've known her personally as a fellow student and later as a colleague in the education fraternity. When I first met her, it was at university where we all did our undergraduate studies. She was very sharp, diligent, and focused person. She possessed all the positive self-leadership traits and knew what she wanted in life. Very purposeful and self-driven and uncompromising on her ethics and good values. That was Teboho as I came to know her for all those years. Later, when we met in the education space when she worked in Mpumalanga, she was the same person I last saw in our student days. Although we are both much older and more matured, her values and personality remain the same. When she told me that she has been appointed the provincial manager of ETDP SETA, I was very excited because I knew what kind of person the Free State has gained. By the way, she was actually coming back to her second home because Bloemfontein is where she cut her teeth in terms of her future career and education development. When Teboho Moleko came to the province, she came at a time when we needed someone who had good interpersonal and stakeholder relations, especially between the SETA and the Free State Department of Education. She came at the right time. The department, through the visionary leadership of our MEC, Dr. Mahwe, was setting high performance targets in the transformation of our schools as centers of academic excellence. The transformation agenda was very ambitious and it needed dependable and reliable partners. Moleko, on behalf of the CEO and the board of ETDP SETA, perfectly fitted like a glove in that great project. She did not dictate to us what must be done, but instead she listened and took guidance and advice from the department. ETDP SETA was to play a critical and strategic visible role, driven by mutual respect from both parties in the pursuit of our school's academic excellence program. She understood that education is a powerful tool that can be used to fight against poverty, inequality, and unemployment. Through her leadership at the province, ETDP SETA became our catalyst for quality training and development of our educators and all departmental officials. The trainings were aligned to the critical goals outlined by our MEC in the following areas: improving our overall grade 12 results, improving our performance in maths and science subjects, accelerating and supporting our primary schools programs, ICT education and training, leadership and management, bursaries for grade R practitioners for youth development and for honors and master's degrees. Without any doubt, ETDP SETA under her leadership and dedication came to be a reliable and indeed trusted member of the education transformation project in the province. It is a well-known fact that the Free State, even though is the second poorest province economically, but when it comes to education, it has completely changed the education landscape in our country, especially at grade 12 level, and also in the gradual improvements in mathematics and science at primary school level. Moleko's name will be indelibly printed in the history of the province as one of the torchbearers of this qualitative classroom transformation initiative. We engaged in a number of programs, just to mention a few: the flagship schools heads of department school management training program, the library assistance learnership program, skills program for our grade 12 second chance matric finishing schools, training of educators in math and physical science. She was a valuable and articulate member of the Free State Department of Education Skills Development Workplace Forum. She was also a member of the Provincial Teachers Education and Development Committee, led by the Department of Higher Education and Training. She had a good stakeholder relations management skills, always insisting on quality and engagement. As a province, we have really lost an asset, a woman of stature in the education sector and the broader development of her people. We are still shocked about the untimely passing of Teboho Moleko, Teboho, or Aus Teboho as she was affectionately known. To the whole Moleko family, we are with you during this difficult and sad time. You are in our prayers and thoughts. Please accept our sincere and heartfelt condolences. Your loss is our loss. To the ETDP SETA family, we are with you in these difficult times. Your loss is our loss. Tshedisehang, matshidiso a nnete a tswa ho Morena wa rona Jesu Kriste, a tswa ho Mmupi wa rona Jehova. To Teboho, thank you for being in our lives in a positive and constructive way. Your legacy and footprints will forever be with us. You left us when we were still expecting more from you. We will definitely miss your logical, intelligent, systematic professionalism, You are a true ambassador of ETDP SETA in all respects. At this hour, we will leave everything in God's hands. Ben Okri, the Nigerian poet and novelist, says, "The most authentic thing about us is our capacity to create, to overcome, to enjoy, to transform, to love, and to be greater than our suffering," unquote. Rest in power, my dear sister and colleague. Fare thee well, Tselasweu. Thank you very much, Program Director.
Thanks, Dr. Tladi, for that in-depth and passionate tribute to Teboho. It was indeed heartwarming as well. I think you spoke, as I was listening, like a person who really knows Teboho very well, and you did represent her very well. And thank you for that. We will then move on with our program. And our next speaker is Mr. Freddie Busiu, the representative on behalf of TVET colleges in the Free State, which are Goldfields, and he's a business development manager at Goldfields TVET College. I hope he's ready.
Thank you, Program Director. I am ready.
Okay. I'm not sure there's somebody who's raising their hands, Retabile Munyani. I would really request that if you would like to really have to speak, can you please use the chat facility so that you bring any matter to my attention, and if you would like to say something, because I'm not sure what is the hand raised for, or maybe it was a mistake. Can you use the chat facility so that you don't disturb the speakers? And I'll pick it up from the chat facility. Thank you. Ndademsiu, you can come in.
Thank you so much, Program Director. Colleagues, a very good morning to everyone. Today I stand here as a representative of the Free State Province TVET College family with a very heavy heart and a lump in my throat. Really, colleagues, words fail me as I'm bestowed with this difficult responsibility of bidding farewell to Teboho Moleko on behalf of the 4 TVET colleges in the Free State Province. A leader that all of us as a Free State TVET family has come to love and to appreciate. I started knowing Teboho, as we fondly used to call her because she was older than us, a few years back when she came to the Free State Province as a provincial manager of the ETDP SETA. She immediately made her mark with all of us through her robust engagement and pursuit of the ETDP SETA mandate and her passion of the education and training sector. I met her in various forums, meetings, projects, initiatives, and programs throughout the TVET, the CET, and the university space. Throughout her engagement, Teboho always maintained a very high level of professionalism, hard work, dedication, and positive outlook on everything that she pursued. You know, we often say that the hour of death cannot be forecast. But when we say this, we imagine this hour would be something in a distant future. We never thought we would be thinking about Teboho today as a memory. In fact, for some of us like myself, this is still unreal. To us, she was a manager, a mentor, a friend, and a mother to us. You know, she had this special ability to make each one of us feel like we are her favorites. You know, when she came to Goldfields, she would approach Goldfields as if Goldfields is her most favorite TVET college in the Free State.
Tembeka, please, Tembeka, can you just switch on, mute your mic? Tembeka. Sorry, the lips, you continue.
Thank you, sir. I was saying that.
Sorry, Tembeka again. Tembeka, please mute your mic. Tembeka Mhauli, please mute your mic. It's interfering with the speaker. Thank you. Go ahead, Ndade. Sorry.
Thank you, Program Director. I was saying that Teboho had a special way of making us as TVET colleges feel that we are her favorites. Every time she approached Goldfields or Moteo or Maluti or Flavius Mareka, all of us would feel like we are her favorite TVET college. That's one of the special tributes that we'll always remember of her. We are privileged to have worked with such an amazing, strong man who has such deep care about the TVET college sector. She taught us strong values and the importance of working together as a team. One of the things that she used to say to me specifically, because we worked on a number of projects, was that, Freddie, yourself and the other colleges, you are not in competition with each other. All of us are here for the same purpose. And it's one of those strong things that we'll always remember about her. I will always remember her as a leader, a fighter, a nurturer, and a very resilient woman with strong ethics. Her courage, determination, and sense of humor is something that we'll always carry with us and hope that we can display, especially during trying times. As a Free State TVET family, we are grateful for the brief time that we were able to spend with her, and we believe that the angels are rejoicing because one of their own has rejoined them. A piece by one of the singers called Ariana best describes Teboho. She made broken look beautiful, and she made the strong look invincible. She walked with universe on her shoulders and made it look like a pair of wings. By so saying, we bid her farewell and good night to her physical body, as we know that in spirit we'll forever be together. If only we can turn back the hands of time, so that this pain and vacuum that we feel can be replenished with joy and happiness. William Osler, I quote, said, "We are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we can from life." Teboho, you will be forever remembered by all those that you have affected positively. To Menglesi and the ETDP SETA family, and to Teboho and her family, friends, and loved ones, as well as the entire PSET fraternity, let us remember this fallen heroine and pledge to pursue her legacy and what she stood for. We will forever miss you, Teboho. May your soul keep resting in God's heavenly bliss. Chairperson.
Indeed, may her soul rest in peace. Thank you, Ndadepsi, for those words, comforting words. I think it is bearing testimony to the fact that the kind of person Teboho was in the Free State, working with the stakeholders, she really made a great impact, and will forever be grateful to her for being with us. So I would like to call upon the next speaker, who's coming from the university sector, and her name is Ms. Anne-Marie Ludick. She's from the student support in the University of the Free State. Ms. Anne-Marie Ludick, are you there, or you already? Okay, you can take the floor, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Life is the sum of our choices. That's a quote by Albert Camus, a Nobel Prize-winning novelist, and is vividly brought to life in the story of one particular lady I know. I would like to share with you someone who have influenced thousands of children's lives, young people's lives, Teboho Moleko. She was a self-sacrificing, compassionate lady who was always working with determination, and who was authentic in all her dealings with everybody. It's because of her actions that young people could enter the world knowing that their lives were dramatically and positively affected by her. Teboho's characteristic of sacrificing her time and energy to others was quite authentic. She never tried to gain anything for herself. She paid herself out so many times when students didn't have funding to support their studies. I saw a lady who walked the extra mile to secure funding for them, to support emotionally, to lend a helping hand with passion. She always had time to enter into communication with students. She never, and was always time to give advice. where it was needed. She gave her full attention whenever it was needed. She taught us all about caring. So, as we have seen, her compassion was accompanied by accountability, honesty, and being true to herself. To Mr. Camus, a quote, that our lives is the sum of our choices. I would like to add that choices of others are also often included in that sum as well. My heartfelt condolences to the family. Please rest in peace. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Anna Marie, for the tribute. Are we ready with the next item? Because I was going to just make a comment that we really appreciate Anna Marie making a presentation on behalf of women and to pay tribute to Thank you. And after that quiet piece of music to lift our spirits and warm our hearts, I would like to come to the second session of the program. But before I do that, okay, just hold on a bit, Tsogfatso. Before I do that, I would like to acknowledge everyone who has been posting on our chat, your messages of support and your condolences and tributes. Thank you very much. It's just because of time, I will not be able to read all of them. But at this stage, we are now coming to the second session of the program, and I'd like to give our Free State Provincial Office, Particular Officer, Mr. Tsogofatso Namula, to pay tribute on behalf of the Office of the Free State. Are you ready, Tsogofatso?
I am ready, Mr. Mabu. Thank you.
All right. Go ahead. Please, if you can show your.
Mo ditseleng tsa botshelo go ga dikgato tsa rona re tla re fitlhe kwa boteng. These are some of the songs that Metebo love dearly. Chairperson, good morning. Good morning, colleagues, and protocol observed. It is with a heavy heart that I'm standing before you on behalf of the ETDP SETA Free State Provincial Office to pay a tribute to our mother, mentor, senior colleague. I'm referring to the Free State Provincial Manager. I go by the name of Tsogofatso Namula, the ETDQA Free State and Northwest. Hearing the news about Metebo broke our hearts into tiny pieces. The pain and the loss we are feeling, it is indescribable. Metebo, our mother, our leader, our motivator. She was the light in the darkness, our shining star. She was a stalwart for inclusive learning, library information system, early childhood development, community development, youth development, and adult basic education and training. Her famous words in engagement with her would say, I quote,
Retabile, please. Retabile, please switch off your mic. So Tsogofatso, continue.
Her famous words were, I quote, if we want to fight this war against illiteracy and poverty, then we must revive our libraries, not only in schools, but in our community and homes, unquote. This is indeed a great loss to ETDP's the community. Her wisdom, devotion, dedication, determination, and care will be dearly missed, but never forgotten. She wasn't just a workaholic, but also a woman who had a great family values, a God-fearing woman. She has the ability to move things around, bring peace in the midst of storm, and evaluate outcomes effectively. Metebo understood the importance of building our community, especially in the Free State, in 5 districts, Moteo, Lejeriputso, Fezile-Dabi, Thabo Mofutsenyane, and Kharib district. She was a strong believer in empowering not only the Free State ETDP staff, she empowered training providers, universities, TVET colleges, schools, clients, and students on continuous professional development, learnership, skills program, providing bursary to academically deserving students. Her vision and plan for the education sector was very clear. In her briefing session with providers, often elaborate and encouraging providers to create a collaborative, inclusive learning environment for the ETDP SETA. Inclusive learning with access to flexible learning choices and effective learning path to achieving the ETD goals. She led by an example and has a strong sense of self and portray her true self to all who came in contact with her. Teboho ran the race of endurance. She fought a good fight of faith and now enjoy the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ. We hereby convey our heartfelt condolences to Moleko's family, our social partner and stakeholder, as well as colleague in the sector. To Selina, Imelda, Mutabi, Funzani, Auzani, Leonard, Mamokoni, Nelly, Irene, James and Joseph, what we can comfort ourselves would be to thank Teboho for all the teachings. She groomed us to be better people, both work and personal. Let's hang in there, Banebesu. Better days are coming. May the dear soul of the departed rest in eternal peace. May God bless and protect each and every one of us. Roba laka khotso mtlakwan. I thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Teboho, for that moving tribute. And I'm happy that as a young man representing the province, you've learned a lot from Teboho, and our province is in good hands because you'll be taking the baton and moving forward. And then at this point, I would like to call again our CEO to come back.
My name is Nambulelo Sesinglesi. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of the ETDP SETA. I am here to present my last respect on the time and life of Teboho Moleko. Allow me to greet everyone, and I think it will be enough for me to say all protocol observed in the interest of time. However, I would like to say a heartfelt greeting to all the family of Teboho, and especially to her dear children. I'm doing that on behalf of the ETDP SETA board, the management, and the entire staff of ETDP SETA. Teboho joined the ETDP SETA on 8 February 2016 as a skills advisor and was placed in the Free State Provincial Office. In March 2017, Teboho was promoted to a position of a provincial manager, a very critical post as she was in charge of that office and expected to interact with the entire community, ETD constituencies in the province, and all other stakeholders. She came to the position highly qualified, a teacher by profession, with all the necessary qualifications. Teboho was a wonderful and a visionary employee, and a manager who understood the challenges facing our country, those of poverty, unemployment, and inequalities, and was able to map these challenges within the vision of the ETDP SETA of reskilling people in order to address such challenges. Teboho understood the meaning of the word team and worked well with others. She understood her own responsibilities to an extent that she was one of those managers that you did not need to supervise her. She was able to work independently and to a higher level. I am confident that all our constituencies in the Free State Province enjoyed working with her. The provincial stakeholders' engagements that I held in these provinces expressed sincere appreciation in working with Teboho. She was focused, committed, calm, confident, and a great achiever. She never failed to make meaningful contribution in the organization, and she assisted everyone in achieving the targets. Teboho was one of those managers who will never hesitate to take extra jobs and extra mile. She worked long hours, even on weekends, in order to complete her tasks. She would call me very late in the evenings, on Sunday mornings, to seek advice and to bounce ideas. And she was eager to give the solutions to the problems rather than waiting for the problems. Whenever asked to do more, and I recall at the time I called her to do more, she would say, "Consider it done, CEO." During our broad management meetings, Teboho will speak at the right time and at the right point and express her position within the organizational policies and frameworks. I have also observed how she engaged with her staff respectfully, yet determined in the accomplishment of the organizational goals. They held birthday celebrations and closing parties. What a great leader. I can talk until cows come home about Teboho. Let me sum up by saying that Teboho was diligent, respectful, professional, and was able to deliver the mandate and all the tasks given to her. She did not forget that there are many people out there that are depending on her, and she made a difference to their lives. I would like to say to our constituencies in the province, the axe has fallen, a leader has fallen, and I know that Teboho has worked very well with you. To the ETDP SETA staff, I would like to say that let us take where she has left off and be able to advance and carry her legacy. To the family and children in particular, Morena and Gabelo, we share your pain. We are saddened by her death. Please accept our sincere condolences and sympathy. We also thank you for allowing Teboho to work with us. We are with you in prayers and thoughts. I know that it is going to be very difficult to continue with the page as you look into the next chapter and you don't see Teboho in that. However, the story must continue. I would also want to say to Teboho, great souls never die. You have worked very well. In the words of Maya Angelou, she answered the heroic question that said, "Death, where is thy sting?" She also replied to that and said, "It is with our hearts, with our minds, and with our memories." Teboho, rest in peace. You have run the race. You have completed that race. Thank you very much for the services that you have rendered to us. We will always miss you. We will always love you. And we wish that your legacy that you have left continues to the extent that all of those that are waiting upon us for service delivery, they get that. Thank you very much to the family. May her soul rest in eternal peace and rise in glory. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, colleagues. Let me take this opportunity to take over from Mr. Rapotla, who took us through the first part of our program, and greet everyone present here. My name is Kujo Mabuta. I am co-facilitating the session for today, as it was earlier indicated. We are going to proceed with the program as it stands, but also let me take this opportunity to say to the Moleko family, from the family ETDP SETA, re latlhegetswe ka se sebaka re le khomotšeng ka mangwalo go tswa ko Bible-eng, as Teboho will often do, as moesele wa nnete, a Methodist person, a God-fearing person who always encouraged us to look upon the Almighty for all the strength and survival. At this point, colleagues, we are going to move on. We are going to get a musical item rendered on behalf of the ETDP SETA, the Accounting Authority and Organization, and the colleagues at large. I'm taking this opportunity and giving it to us, giving it to our organizers to play us a musical item. Over to you, colleagues.
Thank you very much, Zanele, for a wonderful rendition and a medley of the song. It is really comforting. It's just unfortunate that we are not able to join in to sing along with you because of the times that we are living in. Thank you very much for that. Let me also share a little bit about Teboho. she used to call me a brother mine. And it was indeed my sister, because when I joined Mpumalanga Department of Education in Skills Development, she was there already. And she took me by hand, you know, mentoring me then when I was still with the department. And our path met again when we were at this ETDP SETA. So it was really a brother-sister relationship that we had, when we also include Mentombi from Mpumalanga, somebody in the BMT used to call the Three Musketeers. Now, Riashota, because Meteboho, you are gone. But all that being said, we know that is God's plan, not our plan. At this point in time, I'm going to request Ntate Martin Moleko to give us the announcement from the side of the family. Ntate Martin, are you ready? Over to you, sir. Yes, sir, we can hear you. Yes, continue, sir.
Thank you, Program Director. Can you see me?
Yes, we can. Although your video, you just need to tilt your camera so we can see it clearly.
Video. Okay, let me just speak then.
Okay, sure.
Thank you, Program Director, CEO, esteemed members of the education fraternity, ETDP SETA colleagues, family and friends. One here is tempted to thank you for the occasion, but that item is still coming. Mine is to make these announcements. The funeral proceedings will be as follows. The funeral is on Tuesday, the 19th of January. Time, it starts at 8 o'clock. The place is at Masekele location in Stexbridge. Then we have, given that we have imposed constraints by this COVID-19, we have accommodated 4 representatives from ETDP SETA, who will be accompanied by 3 camera crew members. We therefore request that, because we've got limited time and space due to these COVID-19 restrictions, we therefore request that people who are going to attend, please arrive on time earlier, because you know there are these processes that we must do of screening people, as well as taking temperatures and all those processes that are required. I think we will try to send the location, the WhatsApp location, to Mr. Mikateko Koza, so that he can send the location to all those who will be coming. I thank you.
Moleko, Mr. Martin. Also, just to add, the word from the organizers' colleagues is that they are trying to see if we cannot have a live streaming of the funeral service itself, but they will keep us posted. If there's something coming up or confirmed, they will let us know, colleagues. This point in time, colleagues, I'm going to take this opportunity and give it back to the CEO of ETDP SETA to give us her closing remarks. CEO, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, program directors of the day. Let me just, for me, I know that there is a part that will be done as a thank you, not just to have a few closing remarks, Those that know me, they know that I am capable of speaking and I can talk, but this morning I felt very emotional. And whilst I think I'm brave, death is my enemy and my threat all the time. Hence, I had to request the team to have me recorded. This has hit me below the belt. Just to say that Teboho has served her time. And I'm referring to all of us here and to the family. She has served her time. She has lived out her days. She has now moved away from her clay house. The challenge is left with us. I did say that difficult as the next chapter will be, we have to continue turning on the pages and read the next chapter. The story must continue. Once more, family, we are deeply sorry. Morena and Gabelo, we are very sorry. Our condolences. I will be failing colleagues, to my accounting authority, to the family, to the ETDP SETA staff, all our constituencies, beneficiaries, and everyone. If I do not mention that today, all of us in the country, in the world, we are at war with COVID-19. We are at war with COVID-19 and most of the other illnesses that are very harmful. We are beginning to ignore them. As we are at war with COVID-19, I really plead with each and every one of us that we follow the protocols, that we always wear our masks and cover even our noses. I plead. The ETDP SETA is the education and training and development sector. It educates, it develops, it trains. Let us take this campaign forward and let us be the ambassadors. Let us keep this distancing. Let's love one another without the hugs and the closeness. Let us make sure that we sanitize. We go back to the basics of hygiene. Please, I'm begging everyone. This second wave is rapid. It's bad. I plead with each and every one of us. Let us take heed. Let us protect others. And I think these days, you have to treat each and everyone as if is infected in a way. Let us take heed. Let us fight this war. Let us campaign against it. Let us assist government. Let us assist our communities. We cannot continue burying our loved ones. And as time goes by, every day we bury our loved ones. It's no more a statistics. It's our loved ones. It is painful. It is hurting. Let us take a lead as ETDP SETA, together with our constituencies, universities, TVETs, providers, beneficiaries. Let us campaign. Let us be visible. Let us be vigilant and fight against this and assist our people. Talking only may not help, but there could be little things that we can do. Provide our communities with eucalyptus oil, provide them with some kettles to steam, provide them with some of the vitamins that they need, because at the moment we do not know when vaccination will come. I plead, I beg. I've never been so emotional like this. Let us protect ourselves. Let us protect other people. Let us never be reckless. I really plead with you. I also wanted to thank first the family of Moleko. I know they will be thanking us, but I will be failing if I do not thank the family of Moleko, the sisters, the brothers. Although I did not speak to the sons of Teboho, I have assigned a team that worked with them. We have worked very well with you. You have cooperated with us. You have come to the party. Thank you very much. It just shows the kind of the family where Teboho comes from. Now we see the bigger Teboho. I may not mention all of you, but thank you very much for working with us. At times, in funerals, in memorial services, there are some kind of conflicts and misunderstandings. In this case, you cooperated with us. You are here with us. Thank you very much for being such a very kind and loving family, and understood that Teboho also belonged to another family of the ETD sector and the country. Thanks, family. Thanks to the children of Teboho. I want to thank the organizers of this. I'm really humbled by the ETDP SETA team under the leadership of Anna Joy. They do not mind what time it is. They do not mind the kind of the task. And they have to contend with a kind of a person of a caliber who's hard to please, which is the CEO of ETDP SETA. Thank you very much to my team. You have excelled. You have done very well. There is a core team that worked on this, but there's also an extended team of management that worked on this, and the entire staff of ETDP SETA. Thank you very much. Really, you have worked very hard, and we can be happy to give this kind of a send-off to the kind of the person we had. It really befits who Teboho was. Thanks very much. I'm short of words, really, to thank you. I know you still continue. You have a WhatsApp group. Whenever there is a problem, you find a solution to the problem. And you have made my task of management, very light. Thank you very much. Continue doing the same. Your leadership, Anna Joy, and your team, and the manner in which you work is really appreciated. And also to my accounting authority, the governance, that will always support and allow us to do that. The entire staff, I know everyone is in pain, but I thank you that you make yourselves available. And that office of ours in Free State has also been very supportive in connecting us with the family. I thank you very much. To my program directors that are here, to the speakers of the ETDP SETA, let us remain a family. And today I know that we are waiting for tomorrow when we lay Teboho to rest, and we will painfully close, and I want to stress, close the earthly file of Teboho at ETDP SETA. But what she had done will never be forgotten, will never be missed. It's just a physical kind of a file. And that is going to be a very painful session to us. However, I did say the story continues, but she will be sorely missed. We will take where she has left off. Also, I just wanted to indicate that, and I request the staff members of the ETDP SETA as I conclude, that those that would love to go, we still have a bit of the space. They can contact Ms. Teresa Twaku if you still want to go. I know that we have been given a number, but they can contact that. We are working staff, as the program director, Mr. Kutso Mabota, was indicating, as we may not all be able to go there. The team is at hard work as we speak to have a live streaming so that we can all be part of the last send-off of Teboho in that. We have lost quite a number of families, as I have indicated when I was pleading with you to take precautionary measures. We have our colleagues that have lost their loved ones, which we must make sure that we share the condolences and keep them in our prayers. Miss Winnie Kananda, the manager in my office, has lost a sister yesterday. May the spirit of her sister rest in peace. Our accounting authority, Mr. Mantla Mthembu, lost a sister a few days ago. May her soul rest in peace. Our accounting authority team member, Ms. Patricia Chilwane, lost a mom. May her soul rest in peace. We have a number of staff members that have got infected. We are supporting you. Communicate with Ms. Cindy directly, or communicate with myself and your line managers. We have also our staff members and colleagues that are affected. We are supporting everyone. We are talking to everyone. Let us fight vigilantly, and let us fight with determination to conquer all of that at the end of the day. And also, lastly, just to send a special appreciation to our chairperson, Mr. Duncan Hindley. Thank you very much, chairperson. You are always there for the staff of the ETDP SETA. I know that you are here on behalf of the accounting authority, but your presence and when you just give a word to the staff, as you have done last time as we closed, it's much appreciated by the staff. Colleagues, I thank you very much. The team will update you. I have sent to managers who does what in terms of the plan, connect directly with those individuals so that we can join physically, those that will be able to do the number we have been provided, and those that cannot join will do live streaming. Indeed, the sun has set. Hopefully, the sun will rise again. May Teboho's soul rest in eternal peace and rise in glory. May we continue supporting one another. Be there for one another. Life is too short. Let us do what we have been given. Our offices are on temporarily closure simply because we do not wish to have recurrence of such occasions, but we work from home. and we shall deliver as Teboho has done. Our people shall not suffer just because we are not there. Rest in peace, Teboho. We will keep your legacy. We will ensure that we make a difference in the lives of the people as you have done so. Thank you very much, Chairperson. Thank you very much, staff. Thank you very much to my organizing team, executive management, and management program directors. To the family, once more, we are sorry. Receive our sincere sympathies. Thank you.
Thank you very much, CEO, for your words. Colleagues, I'm not going to repeat what has been said. We need to keep safe, try our level best to comply so that we are able to see one another when things have gone back to normal. At this point in time, colleagues, I'm going to request again Teboho Moleko to come and give us the last words, a vote of thanks on behalf of the family. Teboho Moleko, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you once more, Chairperson. We as Moleko family, we deeply appreciate your expression of sympathy, and we also like to appreciate the efforts you made to arrange this memorial service for our beloved sister. It is also moving and comforting to hear the recognition of our sister's work. This reminds me of Winston Churchill, who asked Sutherland, a professional artist, to paint a portrait of himself. When the portrait was presented to him, Churchill, who was then 8 years old and frail, was not impressed and did not like the painting. He said it made him look weak. It does not fit or represent Winston Churchill, who is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. But today, I want to say to you, the picture you've painted of our sister today is befitting. It is the picture that will make us proud and be happy that she has made her job, she has done her job diligently, and has left an indelible mark. And I thank you.
Thank you very much, Teboho Moleko, for your words. Colleagues, from my side, we have come to the end of the program.
Can we have ETDP SETA showing their cameras just for a few minutes if they are available as the last tribute to Teboho? It won't take much. As we close, I don't know whether we have a song, but they can show their faces and pay physically their last tribute. That's my thank you.
Okay. Thank you, noted, CEO. Colleagues, you are requested to switch on your cameras. May you please unmute your camera so that you are visible as we are paying our last respects to our beloved sister, Sister Teboho. I actually saw in someone's status when they were paying tribute to say Teboho or Teboho is one of those who succeeded in robbing the graveyard the gift because she lived and she died empty, meaning she has given out what they had, they shared with us unselfishly. And that's the kind of a person that Teboho or Teboho was. So if I may, colleagues, those who can, please let's switch on our cameras. I can see colleagues are switching on their videos. Thank you. See, almost all the provinces represented. Thank you very much, colleagues, for your support. And I'm sure even the family, they are able to witness that Teboho was a people's person. Everybody, they made sure that they make time so that they are here and pay their last respects. Thank you very much, colleagues. We have come to the end of the program, colleagues. I think we can close the session. And once again, thank you very much to the organizers of this session for this wonderful occasion that we just had. Though difficult as it is, let's release our sister to go and have her lasting peace. Thank you very much. The session is closed. Thank you very much, colleague.
Thank you.